just for us to be able, first of all, in a league like ours, where winning on the road is the hardest thing to do compared to any other league in the country. For us to be able to win 4 league games on the road, I believe we tied Kentucky for the second most league wins on the road. And to be able to do it in this building against a very good Arkansas team. I can't tell you that Mike might be the most spoken about, unbelievably successful head coach in the country. The job that he consistently does to get his kids to win. He's won league titles, he's been to Elite Eights. It's just in the way that he's kept these kids together and gotten to a place where they've become real good here at the end of the year. Says a lot about them, which then makes this even more of a bigger win. And excuse my bad English right now, I'm tired. You know, for our guys. And for us to be able to do it on a short term after a very taxing game against Georgia, and one that I know hurt our guys a lot. Says a lot about the character, the courage, the commitment that these young guys have put in to make us a pretty good basketball team.
So how did you do it? I mean, what do you think the differences were today?
It's 6 months of work. It's you know, we didn't win this game today. We won this game for the last 3 years. Every single day, having the courage to come back after difficult losses, and the way we practice and the way that these kids work in the off season. I'm not saying we do it better than anybody. All I'm saying is that I know how hard these guys work, and it wasn't something that we just woke up today and said, let's have a great day. No, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time and commitment and sacrifices by these guys to be able to do what we did today.
Coach, when did Michael Carrera play, and how do you think you guys played without him?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, Mike's, I don't know if you guys could hear him from wherever you were sitting at. I almost had to tell him that, like, Mike, please, the timeouts, I can't hear, you know, because he's so emotional and so passionate. I thought we played great. We're not going to replace him with one guy, but we need a community effort to replace his personality. We need a community effort to replace his rebounding and his, whether it's his three-point shooting or his interior play. But you have to trust in the guys that you have. And Sin, Dwayne, Minda, Limonis, and then that group of freshmen, you know, Stroman and PJ, two of the guys that I've been the hardest on. Outside of those first 2 minutes for PJ, I thought PJ played his most complete game since he's played for us. To be able to play with composure and defend and do things that he did to allow us to run good offense. How long is Carrera out for? I don't know. It's a groin, you know, day to day. It's a groin, you know, day to day. So, you know, we're sitting around, and he definitely couldn't play today. That's why he was on those crutches, because the groin hurt pretty good. But you know, that who knows how that goes? That could be a week. That can be 4 days. That could be 10 days. I don't know.
Well, when did you know for sure you weren't going to have him, last night or this morning?
Late yesterday. I mean, he was struggling walking yesterday morning, so he got banged up real hard in that Georgia game. He played the last 8 minutes where he wasn't feeling good, you know. And then when he woke up the next day, it was even worse. And so yesterday morning, I didn't need a doctor to tell me. I kind of figured, watching him move around, that he was going to struggle to play today. But his passion, his emotion, this guy's character here, you know, that's what's built our team over the last 3 years, and that's why we were able to survive today, missing one of our guys.
Sindarius, looking at the rebounding here, even without Michael, you guys got him pretty good on the boards. I mean, how big of a role do you think that played today?
I think it played a huge role with limiting their second chance shots. You know, to keep those open threes that they get off second chances from going up. It took a team effort. You know, we all, Mike is a big part of that defensive rebounding for us. So with him being out, the whole team, you know, took it upon themselves to come together and get on the board.
Sindarius, you guys had a 15-2 run to open the second half and get the lead up to 27. They had 5 turnovers. You guys converted after each. What was the key to that run?
Just we play defense. You know, we stuck to our game plan, which guard them, and they turned the ball over, and we capitalized on their mistakes. You know, we try not to turn the ball over. You know, try to take advantage of every opportunity that we got, and that was the deal.
Sindarius, after the way you guys started the season and then kind of been up and down since, how good does it feel to end the regular season with such a convincing win?
I feel great, especially coming into the SEC tournament next week. Coming here, playing in this atmosphere, and playing against this team, it's good for us. We're a confidence builder, you know, going to a neutral site and playing. I think it's good for us mentally, and I think we'll be prepared for the SEC tournament.
Sindarius, with Correa out, did you feel more pressure offensively that had to do more today?
No, not at all. You know, at the beginning of the season, we had 6 people average double figures. You know, so our team is not focused on one player. Our offense is not designed around one player. So, you know, we all took it upon ourselves, like I said, to step up a notch and do things that Mike do within each other.
Coach, what do you think Sindarius' all-around game, points, rebounds, assists, defense, everything?
Yeah, you know, we live in an age where whoever has the sexiest YouTube basketball clip is who we claim is the real good player because how high they jump or how incredible their inside-out dribble is, or you know, just for that nonsense. He doesn't have any of that stuff. He'll tell you that when he had that dunk against Clemson early in the year, he was probably the most surprised guy in the arena because that's not who he is. But I'll tell you what he does do, his team wins. I don't care where he plays at, whether it was back home in Lancaster, South Carolina, at Oak Hill Academy, and ever since he stepped foot on our campus. He's a winning player. He plays the game to win, makes the right pass. He understands when we as coaches want. He's not a point guard, but you know what? He's learned to play it, and now he's playing it pretty darn well. It's refreshing to be able to coach somebody that's not interested in all those highlight type plays, but plays for his team, makes the plays that need. He knew that he needed to be a little better today because we're missing Mike. He knew that. He didn't need to be a superstar because, like you said, we don't do everything for one guy. But he knew he had to be a little bit better than he was last game, and he did. He played like he is. He's a heck of a person that's a winning player, and he's a joy to coach him.
We'll take one more question.
I guess for both of y'all, Arkansas cut it to 9 a couple times. The building got loud. What was the key to withstanding that?
My trust in him and Dwayne Notice. You know, it's plain and simple. I figured that I didn't want to call a timeout because I didn't want my younger players to kind of get nervous because now you call timeout and the crowd gets even more into it. It allows them to set their defense. But my trust in him and Dwayne, plain and simple. And then PJ and Stroman, give those guys credit. They took care of the ball. It's so important against Arkansas that your off-the-ball responsibilities are solid because if one guy gets in the wrong place and the ball gets to the wrong place, you're dead. And we're tired now. We built that lead, and all of a sudden we were struggling to get good shots, which allowed them to get out and run, and we were struggling to get back defensively. And you know, Arkansas is a good team. They're at home, but my unbelievable faith I have in these guys. That's why I didn't call timeout, and they responded. We came down, we ran good offense, and we were able to score and go from 9 back to 13, 14, and kind of hold the fort down a little bit.
Thanks, everybody.
That's right. You got the double bye, I think, third. Is that how y'all calculated it?
I've been told that. I'm telling. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
Okay.
I've been told. I think Em, you told me.
Unofficially.
Yeah,
Unofficially
three-way
with
tie
a
with
three
LSU
seed.
and Vandy. So just where you guys are and getting the double bye at this point.
Yeah. I'll say this, and I don't mean to kind of pick on your question. You know, it drives me nuts when people say we've been up and down lately. We've lost on the road. In this league, nobody wins on the road. You know, and unfortunately, we lost to Big Blue. You know, we didn't play well that day, they got us. And we just lost to Georgia at home. But outside of that, we've played real good teams. We've played real good basketball, and we earned the 3 seed in the conference tournament. It's hard to be up and down when you're the 3 seed in a league like ours. And we haven't shot it well on the road. I'll give you that. And that just, it is what it is. And if you look at our stats, when we've gone on the road and we've made a decent percentage, we've won. When we've gone on the road and shot a bad percentage, we haven't won. And that's part of our our challenge as a team is to learn. See, these guys have never been at this time of year, which then goes to that question earlier. We've never been the team that everyone needs to beat to get credibility. We've never been that team. They don't understand that when you go on the road at this time of year and everyone needs to beat you, so you get everyone's like razor sharp game. And we've learned, and for us to close out conference play with a win at a place like Arkansas that doesn't lose at home is a testament to how good our team is and what kind of kids we got.